So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our very own Mr. Sridhar sir. Please welcome Mr. Sridhar sir. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And thank you for the great introduction. Can I just share the screen and begin?
Yes, sir.
Can I share the screen and begin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, sir.
So on behalf of K-Link, once again, let me give you a warm welcome. And good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. I keep repeating this.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind speaking in Hindi, but if I start speaking Hindi, I can give you a guarantee all of you will forget your Hindi. Okay, so let me just stick on with where I am very comfortable with English. And this session, even for me, it's a different session altogether. In fact, I had done this session last week, and I had asked most of the people who have attended to attend this session once again. The reason being, there were a few things which I missed out last week. I was not able to. I do a lot of reading. In fact, you would find that I have put it in my introduction. 33 years of training was said. I'm a BSc Mathematics graduate, born and brought up in Madurai. I'm fundamentally a musician. Of course, I haven't done any sort of a music in the recent days, but I have tremendous amount of interest in learning. Yeah. Fundamentally, I'm a computer professional. I'm also an ex-employee of K-Link. Once again, I thank K-Link for giving me an opportunity of learning and sharing. Today's session is going to be a little technical, and it is going to be a great eye-opener for all of you and me. Do not try to remember any technical terms. Just understand what is the effect of those things. It is going to be a little technical. This is the agenda. What is diabetes? And carbohydrate is normally blamed together. Let's understand that better. And this other person who's being blamed straightforward is rice and wheat. Let's understand that. And let's understand who is the true villain of this particular disease. And what are the changes we need to do in our day-to-day life, and how K-Link products is going to help us as a great support for this. So to start with, I would like to just talk about what is a hormone. A hormone is secreted in the body as a messenger. For example, adrenaline. Adrenaline is secreted when we are excited. Cortisol is secreted when we are stressed. And you have T3 and T4. Fundamentally, it's from a thyroid. Melatonin is about sleep. Insulin and glucagon is about the sugar. And they come from various organs, but talking about insulin and glucagon, people talk only about pancreas. People feel it is a problem with pancreas. It is not so. There is one other most important part of the body who is getting involved in this. That is the liver. So that is going to be the focus of today's session. The topic is diabetes. Let's understand what diabetes is. It is a chronic disease. I have said diabetes mellitus. Of course, there is one other diabetes called diabetes insipidus, but we are not going to talk about diabetes insipidus. It is related to not able to hold the water inside. Today's focus is going to be on diabetes mellitus. It is a chronic disease. It's about pancreas. But is it only about pancreas? Let's do that a little later. There are two possibilities. Either the pancreas is not able to make insulin at all. This normally we would say type 1 diabetes. This happens at a very, very young age, not when you are beyond 15 or 20. Rarely, of course, type 1 diabetes can happen even little age, but normally it happens at a much, much earlier age. Type 2 is not what we see in the diabetes, in the adults. 90% of diabetes cases is only type 2 and not type 1. Pre-diabetes is fundamentally comes down from, I would say, the pharmaceutical industry. There's nothing called as pre-diabetes. Either you have diabetes or you don't have diabetes. Gestational, that is, you would find that specifically if you have been having a surgery, or for women during pregnancy, you would find that diabetes might be there, but short-lived and it goes off. Why is this given such a strong focus? Because if you have diabetes, you can have your kidneys affected, nephropathy. If you have diabetes, you can have your nerve system affected, diabetic neuropathy. If you have diabetes, you can have your eyes affected, diabetes retinopathy, or periodontitis, it's about your gum, or cardio health, it's about your heart, or polycystic ovary syndrome for women. So diabetes is just doesn't come down as a single person and affect us. Followed by diabetes, you can have these all things together. That is why diabetes is given a lot of focus in the world today. What is diabetes? How does it happen? When we eat, our body digests the food. In the food, when we have carbohydrate, that's broken down and converted to glucose. And once glucose is there in the blood, the cells of the body have to be informed that there is glucose in the cell. So who does that? The pancreas, the gland called pancreas does this. The moment pancreas realizes that there is sugar, it releases insulin. Insulin is a messenger to the cells that blood has glucose. So dear cells, you can start consuming them. You can start taking them in and convert that into energy so that you would be able to complete your metabolism. When you have excess amount of sugar, that goes to liver, and liver stores that as glycogen. Now, how is the glycogen useful when the body has less sugar? If your blood comes with less sugar, immediately that is also felt by the pancreas gland and it releases glucagon. Forget about all the terms. Just understand, it sends a signal to the liver. Body has got less amount of sugar. Immediately, liver converts that into glucose and releases in the blood so that you'll have stable amount of glucose at any given time. When the body is not able to make insulin, that is one trouble. The second trouble is the body is able to make insulin, but the cells are not able to receive it properly. That's called as insulin resistance. 90% of the time, it is not, the body is not able to make insulin. It is the insulin resistance that comes into major problem. So these are the fundamental reasons why we have diabetes. Let's look at the picture, a closer picture. This gland called pancreas is along with your digestive system. It's a very small organ. The healthy system, the healthy body, insulin is generated. It tells the cells, look, there is sugar available in the blood. So there is an insulin receptor in the cell. So only if the insulin receptor is able to receive the signal properly, cells will start accepting glucose. So what do you mean by type 1? Pancreas fails to produce insulin. So we can have external support of insulin. That is one situation. Second situation is insulin is there and it is able to secrete by the pancreas, but the cells are not able to receive it. Let's have a look at the picture, it's much more clear. So when you have the insulin receptor properly, the insulin can be realized by the cell and the channel for glucose can be open. So glucose can go inside the cell and it can go down to your mitochondria and get converted into energy. But when your cell walls are not good, when your cell walls are damaged, then the insulin receptor might not be able to receive the insulin properly. So you can see where it comes down. It comes down to ultimately you will find that most of the time, a lot of studies are going on, is the problem because of free radicals. Studies are going on. Most probably, it should be because of the free radicals. The cell walls get damaged. Now, not only that, there are a lot of other villains also. So let's understand carbohydrates. Let's understand carbohydrates. It is going to be little technical, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very open about it. You don't have to understand it, but understand what the problem, what we are going to face because of this. Carbohydrates are very, very important for the body. There are two types, one with 5 or with 6. Nature does not mix these things. Nature keeps 6 separately and 5 separately. Let's look at much more a deeper look. What is carbohydrate? There are two types of carbohydrate, digestible and indigestible, or also called available and unavailable. The available ones are called saccharides. All of you would have heard the term saccharin. I know all of you would have heard this term called saccharin. Exactly. It is the sugar and the fiber. The indigestible are the fiber. Fundamentally, it is a cellulose. So the saccharides fundamentally can be glucose, fructose, maltose, lactose, and sucrose. And we'll just go in deep, little more deeper. What are mono? Mono means the word says mono, it is single. It is single. The first monosaccharide is glucose. It is created by the plant by photosynthesis. Second, fructose. It is found in the fruits in the form of, along with glucose and along with sucrose, it is there. Galactose, which is found, the name lacto immediately tells it's milk. So lactogen, you would have heard about the lacto. Lacto means milk. So it is from the animal kingdom milk. Then come, you look at it, all of them are the same formula, C6H12O6. Very minor difference in terms of their structure that is all. In terms of their structure, they are little different, but all of them are C6H12O6. They always occur in the ratio 1, 2, and 1. If it is 5, it will be C5, H10, and O5. So it always occurs the ratio 1:2:1. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen occurs always in this ratio. Now, look at this closely. Look at this closely. It's a very, very important information for us. Glucose is having a structure like this. And fructose has got a structure like this. It clearly says ketone. It fundamentally relates to fat. It means there is a basic difference between glucose and fructose. Just because the word fructose is being uttered, and just because people say fructose is in fruits, immediately people come to a conclusion, no fruits. No. Nature would never, ever kill us. Nature would always protect us. So which means this is not bad. Let's keep that in mind and make it very clear. Fructose is not bad. Galactose and glucose. You look at it, it is the milk and the glucose. Except for this particular part, everything is the same. Except for that particular part, everything remains the same. That's why you would find that mother's milk is the best food for the kids. The best food for the kids. Next. Put everything together. Now you can see all of them are combined with the help of one single oxygen. These are called as disaccharides. They got two. 2 glucose becomes maltose. A glucose and galactose becomes lactose. Glucose and fructose, this becomes sucrose. And here we need to find out fructose is made up of C5H10 and O5. We need to remember this. So this combination, if nature is giving you, nature gives you at a very small quantity. Remember this, nature gives sucrose, but it gives you in a very, very small quantity. Now let's come down to rice. We all blame the rice. Every one of us. Even last time I was not talking so bad about rice. I said avoid rice, but I had to bring some other option. I would still do the same thing today too. But the rice consumption is not the villain. Japan, for example, consumes as much as we eat. In fact, you would find more than us, more than India. But when you look at the lifespan of a Japanese men or women, you would find it is 80s. Men, because of the alcohol, it is little less. But for women, the average age is 87.32. Talking about 2018 data. So you look at the Japanese food, look at the Japanese food style, look at the amount of rice they have, and look at the color of the rice they have. That makes quite a lot of difference. Of course, you would find that of late, talking about in 2020 and 2021, the newer generation of Japan is also turning towards a wrong side. But this is majorly a Japanese food, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay, cool. So rice is not the villain. Now, this is two things which I want you to remember: ghrelin and leptin. These are generated by the body, which is called as a feedback system. It's called as biochemical feedback system. What do you mean by feedback? Something happens, somebody tells us. For example, at the end of the session, you would tell me, hey, the session went well, or the session was bad. Whatever you want to say, that is a feedback. So ghrelin and leptin are very strong biochemical feedback system. What does ghrelin do? Ghrelin, of course, is generated by various organs. First, most of all, it's generated by the stomach and, of course, the small intestine also. So when we test the ghrelin, the amount of ghrelin before food and after food would tell you, before food, it is high. And at one point, hey, it's enough. Same case. And not only that, it also is very important in circadian rhythm, that is the sleep. Remember, the ghrelin is very important to tell us you need food or not. And most important thing is that it has got more strongly in response to protein and carbohydrate than to lipid, that is fat. So when you have protein or when you eat carbohydrate, they are easily digestible by the body. It can be quickly converted into a lower form, either. Okay, we'll talk about carbohydrate, glucose. So it tells, hence, I got enough amount of glucose, you can stop eating. And leptin is called satiety hormone. It means, satiety means I'm good. You have had enough amount of food. It tells you to eat or not to eat. Now, these two people, if they don't work properly, we tend to eat more. Remember this ghrelin and leptin, because in the later stage, I'm going to refer to this a lot. Now let's look at it. Who is the villain? The villain is the refined sugar, the first villain. The refined sugar is the first villain. So where do you find this villain? In beverages, soft drinks. If you buy an orange juice that is canned, or if you buy any juice that is canned, will have refined sugar. Energy drinks, breakfast foods, any breakfast cereal has this abundant. Sweet and baked goods. Talking about, here, I'm very specific about, I'm not focusing this on people who have diabetes. I'm focusing this on people who have a family, people who have kids at home, And you have to prevent them from getting into diabetes. Because remember, diabetes is just not a singular disease. It can affect your kidneys. It can affect your liver. It can affect your heart. It can affect your eyes. It can affect your nerves. If you want to be a good mom or a good dad, not only for you, every friend of yours, every relative of yours, you have to spread this information. Any processed food has this refined sugar. Canned food has it. Jam has it. Any sort of a spread has it, whether it is diet, whatever it has. So any of these things have this. Yes, this was there quite some time. Even today we have, but there is a better form of the villain. The better form is a much more dangerous guy. A man-made. Of course, the refined sugar is also man-made. There is one more dangerous guy called HFCS. High fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup. Now, more than the sugar which we talk about, which comes from some sugar cane, it is expensive. It is very expensive. And let's look at how we have been. When I was young, it was rationed. You want to buy sugar, you have to go to a ration shop and get it, because the amount of sugar that has to be produced was huge, but they did not have. Why? Because people were moving out of jaggery. People were moving out of palm sugar. People were moving out of the natural form of sugar, which our elders have been consuming. The 1960s kids, I don't know how many of 1960s, we started moving from the natural form of sugar to the so-called white sugar, the refined sugar. But it cannot be created so much. But nowadays, you don't have to go down to a ration shop. But it is expensive. So what did the industry do? Industry, I'm not going to talk about any country. If you want to find out who makes major amount of corn, this was created by Japan in 1960s. They found it. But they decided not to use it because they knew the danger. But another country adopted it and they started creating it. High fructose corn syrup is made from corn, which is usually genetically modified. Why? So that you can make the turnover cycle much, much faster. So they make the starch. The starch is, when you have it naturally, it is glucose. No problem at all. And look at it, to make it sweeter, look at the third point, talking of this particular point. The third point, to make it sweeter and more similar to the table sugar, the previous slide, it's got sucrose. Some of the glucose is converted to fructose using enzymes by human beings. And they have different varieties of HFCS. How strong they are. 55% strong, or 42% strong, or 90% strong. And this is the process. And look at this, pressure and heat. And this is where they add the enzymes. And this is where they get the HFCS from corn. Straightforward, maize. So compared to the normal sugar and HFCS, there is not much difference. There are differences. The liquid syrup has got 24% of water, which the sugar, what we use, does not have because it's crystals. Because it is in water, they float separately alongside each other. They don't join. And even if they're joined, I showed you a simple one oxygen. Your stomach can snap off the finger and break it and convert it to glucose and fructose. This is the villain. This is the true villain. If you look back, the day you started eating cakes, the day you started eating ice creams, this day you started eating processed food, that is the time you would find that we started making dangerous situation for the body. And that is where we started converting our body from a metabolically safe body to metabolically a war happening inside. And of course, 90% they don't use. That's what they say. But how do we know whether they use it or not? 90% is too sweet. Who knows whether they're using it or not? Ice creams are too sweet. Bread is sweet. And we want to have sweet bun. We want to have sweet bread. Yes or no? When you go down to a shop, if you find there is something, that particular bread is not sweet, we don't want it. We want it little sweet. That is the danger for us. Who is creating? Of course, human beings. Look at the property of this particular sugar. Sweetness, he comes down. Flavor enhancer, HFCS comes down. To give you that mouth feel, soft drinks, it comes down. Preservation, it comes down. When you have preservation, why is it that no bacteria or no virus attack bacteria? Doesn't attack. Why? Bacteria are smart. Fungus are smart. They don't want to come near them. They know that this is not good. Jam, for example, you can keep it for long years. You don't have to keep it in the fridge. Confectionery, talking about cakes, ice creams, bread, that brown topping, decoration on the icing, any form on cakes, and of course wine too. So the HFCS is the villain for our body. If you're consuming it, first thing is you need to stop it. Let's find out, how does this happen? What does it create? It creates what is called some metabolic syndrome. You look at it, all put together. Diabetes, heart problem, high pressure, obesity, they are generally called metabolic syndrome. Let's not look at diabetes. Let's look at this entirety together. This causes metabolic syndrome. And let's go a little deep into this. Little deep. Don't bother about how the whole thing happens. I have watched this video 3-4 times, but I decided to show this slide because glucose goes into the body, happens a lot. And remember, this is where the villain is, the VLDL. Very low density lipid. We all know LDL is bad. We all know about lipid profile. HDL is good. LDL is bad. VLDL is very bad. When you have glucose, this is talking about 2 slices of bread. Talking about 2 slices of bread. And you relate it with the food what you take. I'm leaving it to you because you are the one who is consuming your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm talking about 2 slices of bread. 80% goes to the body, 20% cannot be taken. And that 20% becomes VLDL, but a very low quantity. There's one other form of source, ethanol, alcohol. Here, it is 2 times more. It is 2 times more. And you can see here, this also creates VLDL. Why is this happening? Because keep your ears wide open, as wide as possible. Glucose can be processed by body. Sucrose or fructose cannot be processed by your insulin. Understand this. Insulin is not required to process fructose or sucrose. This is where the danger comes in. Who does the process? It is the liver, which means if you take glucose, insulin can be generated, done. But when you take a sucrose or fructose, has to be processed only by liver. Now that is where the biggest problem is. When people are becoming alcoholic, we say they will get cirrhosis, swollen liver. How is it related? Because when we take alcohol, which has got enough amount of fructose and sucrose, which cannot be processed by the body, it goes to the liver, and liver is not able to process this. It becomes larger, enhanced. This guy talking about the fructose, look at the amount of chemical reaction it happens. It is higher than glucose. And not only that, you can see here inflammation. You can see here uric acid. That is where the problem of kidney comes down, ladies and gentlemen. It is not because of glucose. It is not because of rice, because rice does not have sucrose or fructose. Let's understand this so that you will find you will save yourself and your friends and your relatives. And of course, the world too. It is glucose. It is not going to be glucose is the villain for us. The villain is sucrose and fructose, which comes down from processed foods. Let's look at this clearly. This glucose becomes glycogen and it can be stored in the liver. How much amount of glycogen? Any amount of glycogen can be stored. Any amount can be stored in the liver, where your liver can become this large. I'm not joking. There are patients who cannot process this, where the liver becomes larger and larger and larger, but absolutely no harm, because glycogen is not toxin. But this VLDL, it can cause inflammation in your body because of, don't bother about this. This is junk. And this we know ROS, reactive oxidation species, right? Which we know is a free radical, comes out of ethanol. This does not come out of glucose. Let's not blame the white rice. Let's blame the polishing later. Let's not blame glucose. Glucose is not the villain. This is a villain. And this is a stronger villain. So if you want to stop, if you want to come away from diabetes, diabetes is definitely irreversible. But there are certain things which we need to do. I hope now you will understand. Problem is not glucose. Problem is the sucrose and the fructose. Now immediately people, fructose means fruits. Let's come down. The amount of fructose what fruits have is not possible to create this particular problem. Even if you across the day, if you continuously eat fruits, they are not sufficient to create this particular problem. But the man-made HFCS and the sugar can create this. Insulin, now once again, when this happens, the insulin resistance is created by these guys. Leptin, I told you, somebody tells me, the body tells me sufficient, but the leptin doesn't work. Ghrelin doesn't work because of these chemical reactions, because of these biochemical reaction. And finally lands up in obesity. You can see here all of them. This is because of, and when your body is not responding to leptin, you continue to eat. Obesity is a problem. It also gives you insulin resistance. Problem is this villain. Okay, look at it. Fructose, sucrose versus HFCS has increased in the past 30 years. And the calorie, what we talk about is not a calorie, because fructose is not glucose. And you're not what you eat, what you do with what you eat. That is, it is not about rice. It's not about what we consume. Of course, you would find that when you, what does your body do with it? If your body is not able to process that, that becomes toxin, that becomes poison. Look at all these things are because of the HFCS. And simple example, very simple example. This beer, alcohol, and this is Coke. I don't know how to say this. You compare, there is no huge difference between the liver getting the calories. So if your kids are drinking this, it's as good as I used to talk about this 10 years back. Honestly, I did not know why, but I have read an article. Instead of giving Coke, jolly well, you give a can of beer. The kid will sleep at least. I just use it as a joke, but I can just show you by proof the amount of calories that reaches the liver. I'm making it very clear that reaches the liver is as good as Coke and a can of beer. Now, how do we do this? Okay, of course, get rid of all sugared liquids. Eat your carbohydrate with fiber. And this is very important. This we don't do in India. I'll take South India, for example. You have an afternoon meal, we have a serving, and we have sambar or something, some kolambu would be there. And after that, we don't know, we don't realize, is this sufficient for the body? Because there is rasam, you need to take it. Because there is curd or buttermilk, you need to take it, because that is the full course. Who decided this full course? Where did this come down from? Which manual tells you are supposed to have a full course? So if you want to change, this is specifically I'm talking about, specifically in India, you take 2 chapatis or rice, eat, wait for 20 minutes. Nothing wrong. It can save your life. If you feel hungry, take 1 more portion. It will save your life. Now, how does diet come down in a different way? They say spread your food. It's exactly what they are saying. Don't eat 3 times. Who gave this rule once again? I have seen kids. Kids' body is working perfectly. Their ghrelin and leptin is working perfectly. They say, no, I don't want. But the mom specifically feeds. And do you know, obesity is not only in kids. There is a question. Okay, obesity in 6 months old babies. Where is the answer for this? Who is going to give the answer for this? We talked about obesity in adults. Then talked about obesity in young. Obesity in kids. Now we are talking about obesity with babies because the baby food, look at that, has this so-called HFCS. Baby food has. So baby doesn't feel that fullness. It eats more and we give them. And when they're chubby, we feel nice. No, you shouldn't feel nice. Seriously. Last point, by your screen time, minute for minute with physical activity means if you want to watch TV, if you want to work on computers, if you want to work on your mobile phone, how much amount of activity have you done? Half an hour activity, half an hour watch TV. You make that as a rule. It helps. Why? Because once again, standard way of living. This is called as fructoxification of the world. We know what toxin is. We are chelicus. So the toxin, the major toxin, which is coming down, which has been coming down, and which is there in our life is fructose. Not natural, man-made fructose. Now, this is insipid as I just talked. I don't want to bother about that much. Now, what are the tests to be done? Now, let's summarize this. It's not the glucose the villain. Glucose cannot be the villain. It is the fructose and the sucrose which we take from the processed food. And we'll talk about exercise also very soon. What are the tests to be done? I want this to be done because you have to understand why you should do. If you are taking up a test in the morning, you have to ensure that you have done fasting. Fasting means fasting. It's not the previous day night, you hog and then you take a test in the morning. At least have 12 to 14 hours of difference between the last food what you had and the test. It makes sense. And depends on what food you have consumed. The best thing is have a very light dinner, preferably fruits and vegetables. So that your lunch would have been the last strong carbohydrate. The carbohydrates, what we consume most of the time, are genetically modified. So it takes a longer time than the natural form. Or the previous day, before you take the test, the previous day, go on a millet, complete day full of millet, because millets have not been disturbed by human beings yet. Second, if you want to do postprandial, once again, it depends on the food what we have. Best is to take a plasma glucose, having it's called as a OGTT. How much amount of glucose tolerance can you do? Oral glucose. They give you 75 grams. 75 grams of glucose, true glucose, GLUCOSE. How much can your body accept? That is a better test rather than a PB. Okay. And the glycated hemoglobin, let's understand what that is too. Glycated hemoglobin is hemoglobin, just the red blood cells, also have an attachment towards this. And look at this once again. It clearly says it is not about glucose. Glucose does not attach itself to the red blood cells. Look at the second point. It is the fructose and galactose. So if your HbA1c is high, it's not because of the glucose. Let us just not always say glucose is bad. And we make the mistake of having fructose. The galactose and fructose are the one who can attach easily to hemoglobin. And why is it that it's always said you take a 3 months test, 3 months average, HbA1c? Because a lot of people, I know a couple of my friends who they just take every month. And they say, if it is always constant. That is not the way, because once it is attached, till the cell dies, it's not going to go away. So if you have tested once with that cell having HbA1c, it is going to continue as long as it lives. So remember this test. And what is the solution? Solution is very simple: a healthy diet, regular physical activity. A lot of times people say talking about exercise is for reducing. No way you can do. If you eat a simple chocolate cookie, do you know how much amount of physical activity you need to do to burn that? 20 minutes of jogging. So let us not joke by saying that I am taking physical activity so that I can reduce my fat. No way you can do. But exercise has its benefit. Exercise ensures that your muscles and your body toning can be avoiding the fructose, can be thrown instead of assimilation. And diabetes can be treated. And any diet, very important, any diet which you are going to take in. Okay, for example, I'm going to ask you people, go ahead with unpolished rice, no problems. Go ahead with millets because they're going to have a lower glycemic index. Stick on that for some time. Don't do it for a week. Don't do it for 2 weeks. Minimum of 6 weeks. Minimum of 6 weeks before you feel any difference. And if you want to sustain the difference, continue doing it. Don't come back to the original procedures, what you have been doing, and say that my body doesn't work with maybe millets. You need to do it. So that glycemic index plays a very major role over here. What is glycemic index? How much amount of sugar it has that can be quickly absorbed by your body. That is the most important thing. How quickly a food causes the blood sugar levels rise. 3 things: low, medium, and high. So you need to find out, in case if you are suffering from diabetes, you need to pick food from low glycemic index. Okay, good. So where is the low glycemic index and what are they? I'm just going to see example. Okay, these are the examples in case you can take a photograph and keep it. These are the foods which has got a low glycemic index. And some of them have got a lot of other facilities. For example, radish, okay, broccoli, okay, spinach. Spinach is I don't know what you call it, Hindi, very commonly used. Fine. Palak. Okay, excellent. Eggplant. Okay, brinjal. Bottle gourd, the long one. Fine. I don't know. Bottle gourd. In Tamil say podalanga. Okay, bitter gourd. Fine. Karela, if I'm right. Forgive me in case if I'm wrong. All these things will help a lot. Radish greens. What we do is we use the radish and we throw the greens. Radish greens are so good for the body. Of course, it tastes good too. Okay, fruits, protein, very, very important. And herbs and spices. I'm just showing you. You can take a photograph of all these things. Nothing wrong. Okay, nothing wrong. You can take a photograph and keep this. Fine. Because the more move in, you will find that you will have the most important part, the millets that found in India, in rich, how they can help us in proven studies have helped that having millets as regular food helps a lot, along with our killing products. Whole grains, brown rice and barley. Of course, the millets, I have it in Tamil. Don't bother. I'm having in Hindi and other languages too. Dairy, ghee. Ghee means I'm talking about an A2 or I'm talking about Indian cow ghee. Okay, Indian cow ghee are expensive. And some of them requires a natural process of making ghee. Some of them do it. I don't ask me which one. Okay, I don't, I take ghee from my friend's place. I know they do it. Okay, so don't ask me a brand. Fats, olive oil, almond butter, okay, flaxseed butter. Sunflower, I always say no. Okay, my personal thing, because you cannot create so much amount of sunflower seed, honestly speaking. So sunflower seed oil, humbug. It's my personal view because I've read a book. I've done a lot of analysis with my friends who are who have the facility of creating this. They say, hey, yes, Sri, that you are right. We cannot make sunflower seeds, and we cannot make sunflower seed oil. So of course, there is always a mixture. Flax seeds, chia seeds, types of almonds, walnuts, okay, pistachios, pista, hero, flax seeds. This is unimportant information. We always feel that coconut is a villain once again. Coconut has been made a villain by people, let me not say who, is extremely good. 1/4 of a coconut and 2 banana can make a meal. Only one condition, chew well. That's all. And preferably country banana. I do not know if it's available in North India. Okay, it might be available, or any banana, 2 banana and 1/4 of a coconut can make a meal. I'm talking about it can be a breakfast, specifically for dinner. It's amazing. Filling and fibrous. People with diabetes shouldn't eat fruit. This is a myth. This is a clear myth. I clearly said in the beginning, fruits have fructose, but they have the quantity what it has is so minimal, they cannot be bad for your body. More than that, they come with the fiber. Listen carefully. They come with the fiber that is required to work along with this. But what do? We don't want the fiber. We juice it and we take it. And even if you want to take a juice, there is a rule. I clearly said 1/4 mix. You have 25 ml of fruit juice. You have to have 100 ml of water, good water. Else, don't take the juice. You are killing yourselves and you are wasting money too. So fruit is good for diabetes if you eat the fruit. And the most important things which is used in India, which is found in India, I'm just going to show the picture. I don't have to name them. Cinnamon. Have a cinnamon tea every day. It's great in helping your body to make the insulin work properly. It heals the cells. It heals the cell walls. Okay, I don't know what is the name for this in Hindi. I hope all of you would know this. Soak it previous day night. 2 tablespoons. Soak it. Drink the water, and you can, of course, swallow them too. Extremely good for sugar. Third, gooseberries. Of course, it is seasonal. Okay, you can store it, you can make a pickle, and you can use this. Curry leaves. Unfortunately, across the world, they see this only to be having a flavor. This is a miracle plant. Take 4 or 5, chew it and have it. Or you can make a gravy out of this. Search the YouTube. There's a lot of things purely with curry leaves, how you can make a gravy. Hero, flax seeds. Tulsi, just 4 or 5 leaves is sufficient every day. 1, you can chew it well and leave. Or just leave it in the water for a span of at least 12 hours and drink the water. And of course, then you can eat the leaves too. Show you once again. Amazing properties. Cinnamon with honey, excellent. Cinnamon and honey will give you amazing medical benefits for your body. Amazing health benefits for the body. Cinnamon and good honey. I don't know what is the name for this. Okay. Called as, I think, let me get it. Methi. Gooseberries. Curry leaves. Cheap. I don't remember when I was a kid, I paid for it. It's always given free. Okay. Coriander goes along with this. Fine. That is also extremely good for sugar. Flax and tulsi. Suggested diet. Okay, you can replace this with, once again, I'm making it very clear, 20 minutes gap between one serving and the second serving. So the best thing is spread your food. 1 chapati with dal or maybe with vegetables. Wait. Wash your hands, wait. Go to your task. After half an hour, you still feel, I'm hungry, you can have one more. Most of the time, I can give you a guarantee you will not. Because 1 chapati or 2 idlis is more than sufficient for an hour or 2. And you feel hungry? Have once again. Because when you feel hungry, your ghrelin and leptin is working. You know it is working. Don't have the formula. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's food at hunger time. Best is millets. Millets is giving an amazing result even in researched studies. Green tea. I'm talking purely, it's having green tea or kaling coffee is good. Generally. But specifically, if you have diabetes, this would really helpful. Very important. In the evening, have a fruit or 1 cup of, cup once again, don't say bowl, I'm talking a small cup, a small bowl of peanuts or any sort of a pulse. Green gram is the best. Okay, dinner, millet based. And maybe before you sleep, 1 tumbler of buttermilk with coriander 1 day, cinnamon the 2nd day, ginger and turmeric. Put it on rotation. Your taste buds also are happy. 1 day turmeric, 1 day ginger, 1 day cinnamon, 1 day coriander. Rotate it. These are the names. Depending upon the place where you are, you can note it down. Or this must be much visible. Okay, please note this down. If you know it, it's fine. Or please note this down. Note down the names and start having them. Because I'm repeating once again, researched studies have proven people who have diabetes, when they consume this, over a period of 90 days, there are a lot of benefit in terms of sugar and in HbA1c, as well as lipid, as well as fat. Proven. So please note this down, or you take a photograph of this. What is it? 300 participants, type 2 diabetes. They found glycemic control was there, cholesterol control was there, and triglyceride control. All were controlled just by having millets. Next, look at killing products, KBIS. Now, the difference what I found in KBIS was when I started looking at the what is it made up of, I found none of them said this is used for the health of sugar. But when I analyzed it slowly, after reading a lot of books, I found that these help the body, help various organs who are involved in the suffering of insulin work better. That is the formulation of KBIS. Okay, because normally we have, we look at it as a medicine. No, this isn't a medicine. This is a support system for your body if you are suffering from sugar. I went through this. Okay, let me, this is Karela, and this is Jamun, and this is Neem. Okay, and rest of them are also available in Hindi, but unfortunately I was not able to get the names properly, so I'm just leaving it as it is. These are the what KBIS has. Every one of them helps metabolism. Understand this, I make it very clear. A lot of people feel a medicine has got to work for a specific disease. But, okay, Wells Laboratories have created this not as a medicine, but as a beautiful subsystem helper. Excellent product. Chlorophyll. Okay. Chlorophyll, once again, I show the same slides. I have not changed the slides at all. We know the importance of that particular plant, Medicago sativa. Alfalfa, we know the name. We know the system, how it works, how strong the root system is. And all what I show you is from an encyclopedia of alfalfa. I've just picked them and I've just shown them. I'm just showing you the highlighted area. Okay. And this clearly says diabetes and digestive problems. And kidney. So it clearly says, basically talking about sugar is involved in the digestive system problem. Repeating once again, how do we consume this? You need to sip it, keep it in the mouth for a few seconds before you swallow it. I'm not going to take any more minutes. There's hardly 2 more minutes. Kinotakara. I have a friend who has been using this. Unfortunately, today also I'm not able to get him. Fine. He's a little busy man. He's an actor and he is a vice president of a company. I'll just show him his results over there today. Kinotakara, we all know, has got these things. Tourmaline helps in making your cells better. Remember I said, if insulin problem is existent, basically it may be a problem because of the cell walls. Kinotakara fundamentally helps to make your cells safer and stronger. Tourmaline, negative ions, very strong negative ion. Light. Once again, the formulation of this also have been done by Wells Laboratories. Not a straightforward help for liver, but a support system for a liver. Around that, anybody who might be giving trouble to liver is being supported. Okay. Sorry, the names, some of them are in Tamil, but the major area is this. Now, which means you would find that if you talk about anybody suffering from diabetes, first, initially, ask them to use 2 or 3 boxes of Kinotakara. Kinotakara clearly says, how should you use this? First, you need to wash the legs clean, absolutely clean, with hot water so that the pores are open, and salt or chlorophyll mixed. Wipe off, apply that, leave it for 8 to 10 hours, and use Kaling socks. It gives tremendous amount of output. Okay. Now, all what I have been is from this particular thing. Okay. At the end of this, I will take these 2 links and share it in the chat box. Say, everybody, this is a book, and this is a video. It's a long video. It's 1.5 hours. Okay. So anybody interested in biochemistry, anybody really interested in reading and learning, these 2 is the source of my session today. And this is what is the output of Kinotakara for my friend Parameshwaran. As I said, he is an actor. I have a slide about him, though he is not going to be present today. Fine. He is my age. Okay. So because of this experience, he is a senior vice president and actor. He's busy. We're not able to pull him today. Fine. But otherwise, this is the result of it. And of course, he is also consuming KBS. He is using K-Socks. He is using our specs. Okay. So let me just share this with you immediately. We all know Kaling is the best way of staying ourselves healthy and wealthy. Let me share this with you, every one of you, so that you can get the benefit of reading them. I'll share it in the chat. One is a book, downloadable book, PDF form. Second is a video. Okay. I'm sorry, I have shot little more than expected, but I took permission, additional 5 minutes. For that 5 minutes, anyway, I have 2 more minutes. Thank you. And some of you have sent messages about talking about milk and products. Maybe I will do that in the forthcoming session. Next session, we are planning to do with arthritis. And for arthritis also, you would find the guy, the HFCS plays a major role. Fine. So thank you, Kaling, and thank you, everybody, for having this patient time, giving your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Today you showed us a path how to prevent ourselves and our family from this dangerous disease, and how effectively our Kaling products will help us to provide to prevent us from this dangerous disease. Thank you very much, sir, for this informative session. Thank you, sir.